boar-headed exterior, or high-class person. How he would struggle against meat and machination. He was as meaty as a water buffalo if you looked at the legs, and tempered like arch-spire dwarf real steel. Being 2.2 meters tall and 150 kilos of anatomical, functional muscle gave him gigantic legs, and in extension shins like heads also, because after reasonable tall lengths, it's only the legs that grow thus, but he did not look like a frog either, or a cyclist no matter the front teeth of purveyors or stiff upper lip, a view that is presumed and yet surprising. He had the endurance and ease for exaggerated, unfair physical work, broad thus like a tall brawn unit you don't expect to face in challenge, playing the odds. There's always a bigger barbarian, a peaky blindness, a bigger arm like honest disappointment, but he was an abstract, reserved thinker, contemporary and true. Rectangular glasses without frames looked tiki with his brown autumn coat, in contemporary London were loud and audacious. The glasses could have made him look a legendary nerd if he was just an attorney or skinny.
Here's the
I
cross.
am one of the smartest humans.
Well, let's go
Unexpectedly, he
back.
said, very well, nice job, human. What about pollution balance, population? Shut up, you're going too far, human.
This is important. It
James
makes
was
no sense about
surprised there was
this.
already time to step carefully. Maybe he was talking about the wrong thing. How far can things go insulting an alien? Unexpectedly and tiresome, James pulled out a peculiar gun. If you threaten me, you will always think to rectify the situation. Think diplomatically. You will come to compensate. Think up new ideas, but smart boy, you will never be smart enough to figure it out. I wish there was a time where a bullet didn't win against every duel thus and everything the accuracy wins, I shall win.
I have a
There's no
GP.
skill, no time to think. The cool things now is the size of the firearm and based on perceived results. I wish there was a time of plated knights, feudal samurai, or limited weapons in mixed martial arts, foldable chairs, bows, and Morning Star, another siege of Edinburgh Castle. The alien man dodged like morphing, swirling through a
If I may
dash,
say
cheating
so.
through the human technology. The alien took his wrist coldly threatened, and he was indeed pulled through a cascade of time and colors. There seemed to be a
What's up
tornado
about the
of
stream? Let's
hamsters
stream to
spinning,
YouTube as
but it
well.
felt like his feet were still on the ground. He had been transported to medieval London 1,000 years ago. He was ostracized with a katana odachi and 18 bullets in a time of arbalist and warhammer, blood and ice, wine and piss. What could the value be of 18 one-shots like an electric wizard, 18 duels of fate, 18 times to show off being from the future and convincing of the magic, like a prodigy? Chapter 2, Ass of Power and the Path of the Nerd. A white dragon with twice as long head and wing feathers instead of scales, teal eyes arctic beautiful, had their back to them reading some poetry of Ankerschmidt the Arrogant. Wherefore is this bullshit hither? The dragon's voice was way too loud and echoing. Did you read a cheating book? The dragon shrieked. Instant rye croissant assault. Arnaud took the lead and assaulted faster than the eye could see. The dragon tried to bite him and slap as he changed position in the blink of an eye of someone with medium cholesterol. Arnaud jumped upon the dragoneck and exclaimed Alpha and Omega, baguette machete. He was covered in gleaming silver, and light than the baguette shone holy, blinding the dragon profoundly. He breathed heavy and made insane, treading like in a jungle. Arie, the dragon shrieked and tossed around as the empowered baguette pierced flesh and broke dragon bones. Blood spouted everywhere. The dragon started spinning in the air and rammed the wall to get rid of Arnaud. He twacked it one last time and started throwing explosive pain au chocolat from the ground instead. You have grown retarded in your dotage. I slap my balls on your anguish. Arnaud would get himself killed by a dragon, being ready for the
guardate,
machination.
släpp mig boss.
The dragon smashed the ground, breaking
Gris.
it, and started screeching extremely loud, wide rays of sound.
Arnaud is a French assassin. Fights in a suit. It's beautiful. Spoke to women.
ARRGH, the sound, it's going to kill us, do something. Then James figured out if he just dislocated the 3 ear bones magically, they would hear less than nothing. Magically, they were soon fine. James did thumbs up to Arnaud, and he changed his look back to the dragon. James started to charge impact magic into his fists, focusing and focusing until all his mana was used. His hands and veins gleamed white and muscles bigger and blacker. Anger veins popped out in his forehead, and everything was oxidized like a jungle. Arnaud threw ephemeral baguettes like javelins at the dragon. It got hit near the heart, but caught one in the mouse. Gluten switch. Arnaud snapped his fingers. The baguette exploded into smoke and propane, and French chocolate bon mammon petties, and the dragon shrieked, flailing its head injured but was just as dangerous. Terrible French cheese. Arnaud filled the dragon's smell senses with horrible cheese, still tasty and not old, just horrible smelling. Green magic gleamed as the dragon